Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about massive news of stablecoin developments on Hedera and how Hedera is set to power Dubai. So firstly, I'd like to talk about a new development on Hedera's stablecoin studio. So the actual Hedera Twitter page tweeted details about this event, where this event will see the rolling out of Hedera's stablecoin studio platform, which will allow for stablecoin configuration, issuance and management, which will be tailored for Web3 platforms, institutional issuers, enterprises and payment providers. So the Hedera team on their YouTube channel went into a bit more depth about how this stablecoin initiative will play out and how this could impact stablecoin issuance on Hedera.
Hi, in this demo we're going to show the proof of reserve feature of the stablecoin studio. Why would we want proof of reserve on a stablecoin? Well, primarily to avoid under collateralization. This is to make sure that whenever the token is minted, the amount that is being minted is properly collateralized by fiat in reserve or any other collateral that may sustain or support the stablecoin. The other desirable feature of proof of reserve is transparency. So ideally, we'd like to see on-chain data to indicate that the reserve for a stablecoin are sufficient. And this may also guide your decision to acquire some stablecoin if you're able to determine that the collateralization is above the amount in circulation. And finally, it would be best if this was automated. So how does this work? First of all, on the top left, we have off-chain assets. These could be held in a bank account, gold in a vault. It's any off-chain assets that are underpinning the stablecoin itself. Those assets are monitored by an oracle or by another process. As an oracle, whenever it notices a change in the balance of the off-chain assets, it will update a smart contract called a reserve contract. This reserve contract basically holds the latest balance for the off-chain assets. Whenever a stablecoin depending on these assets is minted, this will trigger a smart contract which will check the balance held in that reserve contract. The outcome of that check could be that the token is over collateralized or at least sufficiently collateralized, in which case the minting operation will succeed. On the other hand, if the reserve contract states that the newly minted amount is below the amount in reserve, then the token would be considered under collateralized and therefore the minting operation would fail.
So as mentioned in the previous clip, the Hedera team have stated as to how stablecoin issuance and creation will be a lot more seamless and will be enabled a lot more thoroughly through the utility of Hedera's tokenization service and an extension, Hedera Stablecoin Studio, where again the stablecoin studio comes with a number of benefits in terms of being highly performant, being seamless and enabling end-to-end stablecoin solutions in the case of proof of reserve actions. So the Hedera team actually provided an article which went into a bit more depth about Hedera Stablecoin Studio development, where again at the center of this development we'll see the utility of Hedera's network, again in regards to the issuance and building of stablecoin applications. So the article went into depth and stated as to how Web3 protocols and the stablecoin studio will be harnessed and leveraged in the case of stablecoin issuance and management. And the article continued and stated as to how a number of organizations have already utilized Hedera's stablecoin issuance provisions, including the Hedera Governing Council member Shinhan Bank, where alongside Shinhan Bank, the Taiwanese bank SCB Tech X collaborated in the utility of Hedera's network, especially Stablecoin Studio, to allow for stablecoin remittances to be authorized and enabled, where this development saw the Hedera network being at the center of enabling stablecoin issuance between these financial bodies. And this development occurred most notably due to the abundant number of benefits Hedera's network provides in terms of enabling high transaction rates and affordability in terms of the sending of funds through the utility of stablecoins between varying financial bodies, and also the creation and minting of certain stablecoins. So again, as stated in the previous clip, the Stablecoin Studio will open up the stablecoin market to any individual. So this could go a long way in improving the broad-scale utility of the Hedera network, and especially in cases surrounding stablecoin issuance and creation. So the article went into a bit more depth and actually stated as to how, again, this development will become open source. So any one individual or even organization can harness Hedera's network for stablecoin issuance. And also the article detailed as to how, again, the collaboration between Shinhan Bank and the Taiwanese bank utilized Hedera's network for stablecoin issuance, and in turn was used to send funds to these specific financial bodies. So it goes to show how Hedera's network is already being utilized by some of the biggest organizations around the world in terms of sending funds around the world and between financial bodies. And with the opening up and the open sourcing of stablecoins for any one individual or an organization, this will add to another repertoire in Hedera's use cases and can lead to more developers, individuals, or even organizations turning to Hedera stablecoin use cases. So the actual article went into a bit more depth and stated as to how, again, stablecoins will be a widely adopted mainstream payment infrastructure and usage platform. So, as we all may be aware of, stablecoins are becoming more widely incorporated into financial infrastructure and developments around the world. And with the case of Hedera, and with stablecoins becoming more widely available, stablecoins could become a rival to mainstream payment usage and infrastructure. So, it goes to show how Hedera's network could be used in an exciting development in this example, and how the utility of Hedera's network in stablecoin initiatives could lead to Hedera's network becoming more widely incorporated and utilized for payment infrastructure around the world, not just between individuals but also between financial bodies and even organizations. So very exciting, and it'll be interesting to see how these developments pan out and whether Hedera becomes a centerpiece in financial infrastructure. So the Hedera team tweeted about the mentioned benefits of Hedera's network in terms of stablecoin utility, including predictable fees, high programmability, and robust network of ecosystem partners. So the Hedera team actually details to the benefits of Hedera's stablecoin utility, where it actually detailed as to how it only costs a fixed $0.001 to create a stablecoin on Hedera's tokenization service, and the settlement of finality, especially surrounding the sending of funds around the world or between individuals or businesses, can be authorized and settled within 3.83 seconds. So with all of these innate qualities attached to Hedera's network, this makes it highly attractive and an ideal network for the sending of funds around the world in the form of stablecoin utility. So very exciting, and it could lead to, again, more individuals or even businesses choosing to utilize and harness the benefits of Hedera's network for their very own developments and use cases. So again, only time will tell in regards to how these innate qualities could make Hedera ideal for stablecoin issuance and utility, and how this could impact the price and demand for HBAR, where despite stablecoins being at the center of enabling transactions to be verified and being a vehicle for funds to be sent between varying bodies, these actions and developments will be authorized and enabled through the utility of the HBAR cryptocurrency, where HBAR will be acting as a means of validating and verifying transactions in the form of stablecoin remittances and cross-border payments and payments. So these factors could lead to increases in the demand for HBAR, and in turn the price of HBAR may see synonymous increases, especially over the long run, and as stablecoin utility and usage becomes more mainstream and widely accessible and utilized by some of the biggest organizations and even individuals around the world. So very exciting for Hedera, and it adds to another utility and use case surrounding Hedera's network, and this is highly unique in terms of the DLT sphere, where there aren't too many other DLT networks that have a broad range of utilities and is being actively used by a number of world-renowned organizations across all industries. So another story I'd like to talk about is Hedera's appearance at Token 2049, where during the event the Hedera team were involved in a number of exciting initiatives and announcements, where one huge news development involved the UAE Digital Transformation Company, DU, part of Emirates Integrated Telecommunications Company, enters a strategic alliance with the Hashgraph to bring Hedera to small and medium-sized enterprises and governmental institutions. So an article was actually detailed about this development, where the actual article again highlighted to this direct partnership and how this partnership will see the direct collaboration between the organisation based in Dubai and the Hashgraph Association, where this direct affiliation and collaboration is mainly focused on the potential of Hedera's blockchain and overall network in order to secure traceability and scalable solutions on corporate blockchain platforms. So it makes no surprise really as to why this organization have chosen to utilize Hedera's network rather than other DLTs, where, as noted in this part of the article, Hedera comes with a number of benefits in terms of it being immutable, having high rates of scalability, and is very cost effective. So it will be a viable and a highly attractive proposition for a number of organizations across the wider Dubai marketplace to actively incorporate and utilize. So another exciting development involving Hedera, and the actual article went into further depth about how this initiative could impact the wider Hedera network and the utility of Hedera's DLT infrastructure, where the article detailed to how leveraging the efficiency of Hashgraph on a decentralized public network, the Hedera distributed ledger technology ensures a trusted and reliable foundation for the newly developed solutions. Target sectors include manufacturing, healthcare, education, smart cities, and agriculture, catering to a wide range of industries seeking secure and efficient applications. So this is extremely exciting, and it goes to show how the direct partnership between Hedera and the utility of Hedera within Dubai could see Hedera being actively incorporated into varying sectors within the wider Dubai marketplace. And these factors all go back to the underlying benefit and nature of Hedera, where Hedera is actually the greenest proof of stake network on the marketplace. So with the potential for a wide range of industries and organizations across Dubai looking to utilize Hedera's Hashgraph technology into their underlying infrastructure, this could be quite exciting for the given organizations, especially as a way of reducing their carbon footprint and also improving the efficiency of their databases, where, as we all may be aware of, Hedera is one of the fastest networks on the marketplace. So with the high scalability and the cost effectiveness and the green nature surrounding Hedera, this will go about improving the efficiency and the frameworks associated with the organizations across the wider Dubai marketplace, and this could lead to increases in the broad range of demand for the services of organizations within Dubai. So very exciting for all individuals and parties involved in this initiative, especially for Hedera, where if Hedera is incorporated and used by a number of organizations across Dubai, this could see Hedera becoming more widely incorporated and integrated into financial developments within the nation. So this could see increases in the demand for HBAR to allow for such actions to emerge and arise, and as a result the price of HBAR may see synonymous increases, especially over the long run, and as the organizations in Dubai choose to heavily utilize Hedera's network, especially over the long run. So very exciting for Hedera, and as I mentioned, there's not too many other DLT organizations around the world that have this degree of partnership and is being heavily utilized by some of the biggest organizations and even nations around the world. So it'll be interesting to see how these developments impact Hedera and the price of HBAR, especially over the long run. What's your thoughts on Hedera? Are you bullish on the wider utility of Hedera's network by organizations in Dubai? Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching Crypto Clan. Don't forget to like, subscribe and click on the notification bell. Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.